Welcome everyone, my name is Florio. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. This is another episode in my series Demystifying Demons. This series aims to demystify all the demons that are out there so people can be less scared of them, because the majority of them actually originate from like pagan deities and they were good before they got turned into a demon. So that's what I aim to do with this show, is really just demystify them, make them less scary, and also, they're just stories in the end. But anyways, we're going to do a bit of the origins and histories of demons here. Okay. This week, we're going to explore the third demon in the Ars Goetia, Vassago, who's also known as Usago or Usagu. There's like two O's and there's one O in a few of the different texts. Vassago is a prominent Goetic demon prince, referred to as the demon prince of good nature, which is a stark comparison to how a demon is supposed to act. He's also nicknamed the psychic demon by modern practitioners due to his main ability being divination. So in this video, we're going to journey through his historical origins and depiction, as well explore his imagery, his psychic powers, and his enduring legacy among modern occultists. So settle in as I demystify yet another demon. Historical origins. Vassago is a relatively obscure figure in demonology. As such, this video is going to be a bit shorter than some of the other ones I expect. Vassago's first appearances was in the Ars Goetia itself in the Lesser Key of Solomon. Although he's labeled a powerful demon in the Ars Goetia, a later text, the Book of the Office of Spirits, lists him as Usagu, where he is depicted more as an angelic being who is just and true in all of his doings, with the additional abilities of inciting love in women. So he gets even more like kinder and angelic like in that book. He actually isn't in the Infernal Dictionary at all, which there are some Ars Goetian demons missing from that. And he's absent as well from the Pseudo-Monochari Daemon, I'm going to say that wrong, and other similar texts that list demonology history that came out, after the Ars Goetia. His sigil is actually never seen again in any future texts. Interestingly, the only demons described as having good nature are Siri and Vassago, and both are considered added demons to the Goetia. Vassago's origins in occult literature, they just remain ambiguous. Unlike all the other Goetic demons, whose names trace back to ancient deities, mythological figures, and so forth, Vassago's name does not have a clear pre-Christian counterpart. His story is one of being a just and true angel who fell with Lucifer and became a demon because of it. His presence in grimoires appears to be a product of the early modern period rather than any direct inheritance from ancient mythologies. Even though his story says that he was once an angel who fell with Lucifer, Vassago is not actually even mentioned in the canonical Bible either. Consequently, mainstream Christian theology or most other religious doctrines just do not recognize Vassago as a demon or an angel. It is important to note as well that a lot of biblical texts do refer to numerous other angels and demons, and yet Vassago's name is still missing. Nonetheless, his role as a diviner and revealer of hidden truths does echo older traditions of oracles, seers, and prophetic spirits found in various cultures, from Pythia at Delphi to figures in Norse or Greco-Roman mythologies. I think that his add-on to the list was just linking more beings from the one God religion. Imagery and iconography. Though depictions vary, Vassago is often portrayed in a noble or regal manner. Unlike a typical demon, again, he copies Agares. He appears as a seemingly elderly, dignified figure. However, he too rides a crocodile, which, Agares, who came before him, who sits in the second seat, also rides as well. The crocodile is supposed to represent the duality of a good-natured man with the strength and power of a beast that could attack at any moment. It is very curious that they designed this demon so similarly to Agares, however. There's very little information on Vassago, and that makes me wonder, why is he so similar to Agares, the demon that comes before him, and yet with not much of a background or origin story. But anyway, back to a little bit more about his description. An important symbol in his iconography is an hourglass, which is probably an association with time and prophecy, being the demon of psychics, or a psychic demon. It is said that he has an hourglass with him when he appears. Interestingly, though, in other texts, he's also described as living around the Tower of Babylon, and there he's seen as a flame, not a person. In this flame form, it's said that he has the head of a great nighthawk. And that is another association with Agares, who has a hawk at his side at all times. Now, the Tower of Babylon thing that he's supposed to be around, I think it's linked to the Occult tarot that was released, and that was a tarot deck that was released by somebody through a Kickstarter. And I know that his tarot deck doesn't match some of the information that originally started with Aleister Crowley linking the tarot to the Ars Goetia. So take all that with a grain of salt with the Tower of Babylon, because I don't know if it's actually confirmed, because in all the original texts, it doesn't talk about this Tower of Babylon. It just shows up in the Occult tarot, and he's taken a lot of liberties with that tarot deck. There's a lot of stuff that is not correct that's in that deck, so just keep that in mind. And yes, I know this stuff, demons aren't necessarily real and everything, you know what I mean? So correct, I just mean historically accurate based on the texts and the scholarly articles and stuff that's out there. But in the end, Vassago, again, often described as a being of benevolent or good nature, an unusual trait among demons. This seems to be a trait left over from his angelic origins. Despite his role as a demon prince, his kind disposition sets him apart from many traditional entities. Now I'm going to read you the description of Vassago within the Ars Goetia. The third spirit is a mighty prince, being of the same nature as Agares. He is called Vassago. This spirit is of a good nature, and his office is to declare things past and to come, and to discover all things hid or lost. And he governeth 26 legions of spirits, and this is his seal. So he has 26 legions of spirits at his side. Agares has 31. He definitely is worded more as like a psychic demon, like prophecy, finding things, etc. So I guess he was added in here as some sort of like divination spirit to call upon. It's really a guess at this point with Vassago, because there's so little about any sort of background as what led him into being in this book. Powers and abilities. Vassago's primary and most revered ability lies in his potent psychic powers of divination and prophecy. He is uniquely capable of tapping into subtle spiritual energies, acting as a conduit that bridges the gap between the physical world and the unseen realms. This remarkable gift allows him to interpret hidden symbols, cosmic currents, thereby revealing insights that would otherwise remain shrouded in mystery. Beyond his role in foretelling events, Vassago is also celebrated for his capacity to locate items that have been lost or deliberately concealed. He can help find physical objects that have gone missing. He can also reveal hidden facets of one's inner self, such as forgotten memories or undiscovered talents as well. Practitioners who invoke Vassago look to pierce through the veil of time, to build upon their psychic abilities as well and learn from him. Vassago is exceptionally valuable for those seeking clear prophetic insights. Beyond simply granting visions and prophetic dreams, many occultists view him as a spiritual mentor. They ask for his guidance in developing their own psychic abilities as well. In this way, Vassago functions not only as a source of direct prophecy, but also as a teacher who helps cultivate and nurture emerging psychic talents. According to the Book of the Office of Spirits, Vassago is also endowed with the power to incite the love of women. As such, he may also be able to assist individuals in their romantic pursuits. Ritual symbolism. Vassago is traditionally summoned using his sigil and by chanting his phrases. This is the normal practice with all the demons from the Ars Goetia. But each demon has additional things that help with the process. For instance, Vassago is best summoned between March 30th and April 3rd. Practitioners often prepare as well by offering symbolic items such as candles, incense, and psychic tools. Items that are most linked to him are things that are used by diviners. So if you have things like tarot cards, crystal balls, pendulums, gemstones, and so forth, you have those on your altar when you're going to summon him. In addition, because of his alignment with truth and clarity, offerings of clear or light-colored crystals, such as quartz, are often considered the appropriate gemstone to offer him. Also, Vassago summoning requires white candles. As well, wearing white also is probably a good idea. The whole point is the color white is associated with purity, protection, and spiritual communication. And that is used to attract spirits of good nature and create a safe space for summoning too. Additionally, it's optional with this particular summoning for incense, but if they do decide to do incense, frankincense and myrrh will enhance the ritual because it's going to purify the space. With him being like a kind spirit, it's all about kind of purification items. His energies as well are closely linked to Jupiter because it symbolizes wisdom, expansion, and justice, and as well the element of water, which governs intuition, emotions, and the subconscious. These associations will reinforce his role as a guide into hidden information and realms of discovery. I do go into a little bit more about the Lesser Key of Solomon, and I show some of the diagrams and the symbols and the ritual stuff in my video, which I'm going to make a clip of my 2 Ars Goetia videos, and I'm going to combine them together, and I'm releasing it before the first in this Demon Demystifying series. So I'll link it as well to this video. Legacy and modern influences. Throughout the centuries, the enigmatic figure of Vassago has captivated occult practitioners and demonologist scholars. As the psychic demon prince celebrated for his powers of divination, he has long been sought after in rituals and scholarly texts alike. Today, Vassago enjoys a prominent place among modern occultists. His reputation for reliability is enhanced by accounts of his kind and patient nature. These are traits that render him one of the more approachable entities within the demonic hierarchy. This accessibility, combined with his abilities in prophecy and revelation, has made him a favored figure for those seeking clarity and guidance in both personal and spiritual endeavors. As well, he is often a favorite for people who are just beginning their occult practices working with demons, and they like to summon him because he's a kind demon. Contemporary practitioners invoke Vassago in their quest for psychic development, relying on his steady influence to unlock insights into hidden truths and unexplored potentials. The enduring legacy of Vassago continues to inspire modern occult communities worldwide. He's revered not merely as a powerful demon, but also a profound symbol of the eternal mysteries that bind the past, present, and future. Vassago is there for those who dare to explore the deeper realms of time and existence itself. Vassago remains a fascinating and multifaceted figure within the realm of demonology. His depiction as a good-natured diviner challenges conventional perceptions of evil and highlights the complex interplay between good and bad in occult thought. Whether summoned as a guide to lost treasures or consulted for his prophetic insight, Vassago's enduring presence in both historical grimoires and modern occult practices underscore his significant role in the tapestry of Goetian demon lore. But tell me, what do you think about this psychic demon prince? Leave a comment below and let me know. As well, if you are enjoying this video, do check out my other videos, but also don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help the channel out as well. Also, I'd like to end this video by thanking all the members. Your support means the world, and it really does help the channel out quite a bit. For those who are interested in membership includes early access and sometimes members only videos as well. Whenever they're in members mode, it's all ad free. To learn more about the membership tiers, just click on the join button below and you can read more about each tier. But as for today, this ends this video, and hope that you enjoyed yet another demon being demystified. I will talk to you all later in the next video.